What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of Ride Review. I'm in Tempe, Arizona, and we are out here for Lectric Media Days. This is an event put on by Lectric e-bikes. We're going to be seeing a new model. That is not it. They're about to unveil it. We're going to get to test ride it today, which is going to be awesome. They're also going to be showing us some information about some upcoming models, maybe later this year or next year. Just talking about what the company's doing. I'm really excited for this. Lectric does this every year or so, bring out a bunch of media and influencers to talk about what the brand's up to. My first time being here, which is awesome, so let's jump into it.
So, what I would like to introduce, with the help of Robbie, is the one, the only, the Lectric ONE.
Yeah!
So, what did we just do here? We just broke the industry in terms of componentry selection, and I'm just going to jump right to the headline of this bike, which is the drivetrain. We did not do Pinion and gates just to do those names. We did the best Pinion system. We did the best gates system. We have a Pinion C1, which means they're best that they offer. C1 6 speed I. So it has the electronic smart shift, so semi-automatic shifting built into it. We then pair that system with a Gates CDC, their second best belt they offer in their bike division, paired with a CDX sprocket, which is the best sprocket they offer over there at Gates. Zach, how much, what's the cheapest bike in the United States that uses the Pinion smart shift system?
It's right around $13,000.
Right around $13,000 is the cheapest bike in the United States that uses the Pinion smart shift, right? So that's an investment. So this bike comes in at 55 pounds and it's rocking a 750 watt motor. So that means it has the highest watt to weight ratio of any electric bicycle in the industry. So because it has so much power, it's peaking out at 1300 watts and it weighs so little, it truly is a rocket ship when you dump that throttle. So I think there are waivers and everything, and those that are brave can maybe talk to the product team to get some of the settings to unlock that throttle to experience that, but you have to be leaning over it. We were talking yesterday about when are you going to make a bike that could beat a Stromer ST7 off the line? This is that bike that can beat a Stromer ST7 off the line. For Pinion, I was having a conversation with him a while ago, and we were talking. I gave him the spec and everything, and he made a recommendation, that we could tear it up if we were at that $6,000 price point, because we'd be so much lower than the competition that is using this system here. But then we placed the largest order in Pinion history, and that can get you access to some componentry at prices. We basically bought up all that capacity of the smart shift system. I really wanted to surprise people, and so although just to get this componentry you're going to be dropping a couple racks, I thought it'd be really cool to package the whole bike together for $19.99. And so it is the best value, highest value ratio of any electric bicycle ever, because you cannot get dollar for dollar this value anywhere else on the planet. You cannot get this componentry at this price ratio. So we've packaged it all together at $19.99 with the other batteries at 22 and 2400, and we are going to be shipping these at the very beginning of May, so not very far away. We're launching this March 12th for pre-order.
Okay guys, getting into it, we just went through about a half-hour presentation of the new bike. I'm just going to do a real quick version here to show it off to you. This is the Lectric ONE. Now, it looks a little bit like the other Lectrics, like the XP and stuff. You'll notice some differences. Not a folding frame. Here's some more fun differences. Gates carbon belt. That is an amazing premium component. And then let's come around here. This is a Pinion gearing system here. Pinion, you know, gearbox, drive system, whatever you want to call it. All of the gears are in here, so there's no derailleur, there's no chain. A lot of bikes that have the Gates carbon belt system still have you know, just like a single speed. You know, if you want to be able to shift gears on a system like that, then you often will see an internally geared hub in the rear. But they are going a completely other direction here with the Pinion system. There are very few bikes in the US that have this, and they were saying that the cheapest one with that with the Pinion setup is around $13,000 in the US, which is insane. Now, Lectric, being Lectric, of course, isn't going to be selling a bike for that kind of money, but I was still shocked at the price on this. It's going to be starting at just $19.99, paying under $2,000 for a bike that has the Pinion system on it, has a Gates carbon belt. That is absolutely unheard of. I mean, you would often pay more just for those, you know, two components than you would for then you're going to be paying for this entire bike. That is absolutely wild. So we're going to, you know, take this out for a spin here. We'll talk about some of the components and stuff. You know, take a break as we're riding it around. It looks built really well. It's got front and rear lights on here. There's a few different battery sizes as well. They said they're gonna, you can choose your battery pack capacity. If you want to be able to go really a long ways, they're really going for the commuting angle on this bike. That's what it's designed for. It's only weighing in about 55 pounds, fairly lightweight, so they managed to keep it down pretty well. All right, got it fired up. We are getting ready for the maiden voyage on the Lectric ONE. We're going to do a group ride over to another area, and then they'll let us, you know, split up and kind of do our own thing. So we're trying to herd the cats. Ooh, got the one wheel over there, nice. All right, I think I got this set up here too. So yeah, this shows, you know, what gear we're in. We can configure all the stuff for the smart shift system, but I'm just gonna ride it in the default mode, you know, starting out. See how it does.
All right, hey, just real quick, we're about to take off. Hey, just remember we follow all law-abiding rules out here. We're gonna do single file as we stay in the protected bike lane, heading over to the marquee. We got about 1.5 mile trip in front of us. So with no further ado, let's do it.
Oh yeah, that automatic shifting, it's so cool. Yeah, it's the first time for me. It's that was great. Yeah. Carbon belt, you know. Look at him go. This is beautiful out here. Yeah, that's I think that might be a bunch bike. Not sure. That's cool. Little shade canopy and everything. Dude, this thing flies in level 5, baby. This is what it's made for. It's like, yeah. Yeah. And there we go. We're up at 27, 28. This is so beautiful out here. Look at that.
Unlocked, huh?
No, I only got up to 28. I tried to get him to unlock it for me, but he said
only goes 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you all in? You're in 5?
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I guess I do have mine semi-unlocked.
We can take the street route, or we can try the dirt trail.
Do the fun route. I like tempting fate, you know.
the adventure route.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. He tells us it's meant for commuting, and this is what we do. Oh boy. We're getting serious now. The torque on this thing is pretty crazy, though.
As long as you're still proceeding, I'm behind you. Nobody else is gonna have shots like this.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah! They weren't kidding about it being torquey. Yeah. Oh, geez.
I think that's our bet.
Straight across there?
Well, that paved type thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a good call.
Maybe up and then down, and then hit that, and then we can get back.
Yeah.
And remember, all the plants are trying to hurt you.
Yeah. Don't touch anything. Hey. Well, it's not quite pavement, but I think it's close enough. So we probably want to go to the right side of it, I think. Looks like it loops over, probably under. Whew. I don't think we brought enough water and provisions for this. I'm gonna try and ride up there. He's his stem's loose, so he's going back. Yeah, it's too much. So yeah, I think we should probably try to go across here. All right, yeah, so it is asphalt at least. Yeah, this'll be a good challenge. I've been doing most of this in level 3. Like, I've been up to, might kick it up to 5 now. Wow, I'm not even putting any work. I'm accelerating up this thing in level 5. Let's drop back down to 3. Get a little bit of exercise. Okay, we're gonna go up to 5 now. See what we can do. Wow, this is seriously steep. Starting to I'm having to lean like way over the handlebars here. I'm afraid I'm gonna go over backwards. Fasten on your left. On your left foot. We're doing it. This is still pretty steep right here, and I'm at the point now where I'm not even pedaling hard, and I'm still accelerating up. Piece of cake, man. That was wild. What is up, guys? We are out here in Tempe, Arizona, doing our first time test ride on Lectric's new e-bike, the Lectric ONE. Beautiful place out here. I don't even remember the name of this spot, but we rode up a super steep trail, a super steep trail to get up here. It is just bonkers, and I found Mr. David Brand New himself here.
What's up, guys?
You've got to check out his YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. He does some awesome stuff. He makes his own bike stems too, turtleneck stems, which would be a great upgrade on these actually. So yeah, we sat through a half-hour presentation from Levi and the rest of the Lectric crew, just talking about this bike, and it is wild. I mean, so just really quick, the highlights on here: Gates carbon belt, which is awesome, and then this is a Pinion gearing system, smart shift system. The gearbox is down there, all 6 speeds. You don't see this on a bike for, what they say, less than 13K in the US, right? Yeah. And this thing is priced at $19.99, just under 2,000 bucks, which is classic Lectric, but that's just, I mean, that's wild. I don't know what. Yeah. How shocked were you, man?
I'm impressed with the bike. I own the Lectric XP Lite, and I feel like this is the Lite on steroids. You know what I mean? This is what everybody wanted out of the XP Lite. I was freaking flying on that thing, man. This bike is kind of scary.
Yeah, and we haven't even unlocked the speed yet. We're gonna try to get him to do that for us here later. Just accelerating up to, 20 on the throttle is bonkers. If you shift that into level 5 and you're pedaling, I mean, it just flies. They said it's got a 96 magnet cadence sensor as well, which most bikes have 12. that is wild. I think they said it's got like it's kind of like the highest wattage to weight of the bike ratio, because this does not weigh very much. 55 pounds is what they said.
I like the automatic shifting.
It's really something, right?
It's interesting, and I think if I fine-tuned it, because I haven't even dived into the app or anything, but I feel like if I fine-tuned it, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I noticed that it was changing gears as I slowed down to a stop, which is super dope. I was like, this is a new feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I finally realized that's what the sound was. You can hear it.
Yeah,
I think mine turned off. Let's fire it back up here.
Yeah, it's like a
but yeah, so you can manually shift it right here, and then you can you know, you hear that little burp, burp, burp. But yeah, it does everything manually or automatically for you. So when you're pedaling, you're starting to get up some speed, it will kick up to the next gear, and then when you stop the bike, it just automatically drops down to level 1 or gear 1. And then, you know, yeah, like Dave was saying, you can fine tune this in the app. So if you're like, oh, you know, I like to start in level 3 from the stoplight, or I want my pedal cadence to be, you know, 90 RPM, you can set that, and then it will automatically shift to get you at that level as much as possible. It's just wild.
This is gonna be a fun bike to kind of mess around with. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Just to kind of dive into the settings and see what you can do.
For sure, yeah. There's tons of potential for upgrades. They were saying that it's what do you call it, suspension balanced or something like that.
Yeah,
so it's a stiff fork, but it's ready to accept a suspension fork,
exactly.
Which I think you were saying you'd probably go with that upgrade.
I want some suspension because I like to hop curves and stuff like that. I'm more of like a BMX rider, so of course I'm gonna switch to BMX and all that. But yeah, it's a good foundation.
For sure, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the stem they have on here too. Like, it's for, you know, we're both tall dudes here, you know.
I'm comfortable. Yeah, I ride comfortably on it. See how low my seat is.
I cranked mine all the way up, but I was just like, I feel good on this bike. Like, this is crazy. So yeah, I mean, a ton of stuff you could do with the platform. 750 watt motor on a bike this light is pretty wild. It's, you know, not folding, which all the other electric bikes do, but I think they were just going for, you know, a little bit more stability, strength on it.
And you can fold right here at the stem.
That's true. Yeah, you can get it pretty compact. Dude, right on. Well, thanks for doing the video with me, dude.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
And yeah, guys, David Brand New, check out his channel. I'll put a little link up, you know, thereabouts-ish. Alrighty, folks, we're about at the end of the road here for the Lectric Media Day 2024. We're actually out here in cul-de-sac Tempe. See the sign for it right here. This is a car-free community. It's I don't know how big it is actually. It's, I think they have you know, like 100 people living here so far, but it is 100% car free. Actually, Lectric is giving free e-bikes to the first 200 people who live here, which is awesome. So, you know, there's still time to get in there if you're you know, want to live someplace like this and want to get a free e-bike in the bargain. It's been such a fun day, guys. We had we just ate food here at this restaurant that was just some of the, oh my god, it was so good, fantastic. And it's been a lot of fun getting to just, you know, run into other members of the media and you know, just talk shop with all these industry guys. Really, really cool experience. Big thank you to Lectric for putting this on and making it happen. Their new bike, the Lectric ONE, is just phenomenal. I mean, this is a game changer in every sense of the word. The amount of just amazing hardware that they've got packed into this thing for just what, you know, $19.99 is bonkers. So, you know, kudos to the Lectric guys for doing that. We also got to see some new stuff today that I can't tell you about yet. They've got some new models coming out here that are going to be really just, again, just changing up the game. Really, I could say good stuff about Lectric all day long. So, you know, stay tuned for more of that stuff. We're going to have a full review on the One coming out soon as well. So, you know, be sure to subscribe so that you can catch that. Thanks for coming along on the ride and all the adventures today, guys. Catch you in the next video.